Alright, what's up guys? This is Furion from Lizard on Hellscream, bringing you how to play a Disciplined Priest, patch 4.3. Alright, let's jump right into spec. For the Disciplined spec, you want Improved Power Word Shield, which will increase the damage absorbed by your shield. You want Twin Disciplines to increase healing. You want Mental Agility for reduced mana cost. Inner Sanctum, just because there's nothing else better to get. Soul Warding reduces cooldown. Power Infusion is a buff you can put on yourself and others. Reduce mana cost and casting speed by 20% for 15 seconds. Renewed Hope increases critical strike effect on people with your bubble debuff. Inner Focus is a 45-second cooldown. Reduces the mana cost of Flash Heal, Binding Heal, Greater Heal, and Prayer of Healing by 100% and increases critical strike. Rapture gives you mana back, and with your 4 set will give you 100% more than it does, so that's 14% mana back. Borrowed Time is after you bubble, you get 14% spell haste. Pain Suppression is something you put on the tanks for 40% reduced damage. Train of Thought, basically every time you greater heal, it'll reduce the cooldown of your Inner Focus. Divine Ages puts a bubble on someone every time you crit or Prayer of Healing. Strength of Soul makes it so every time you heal, greater heal, it'll flash heal. Are you holding the button? You get the soul, or it reduces the cooldown of soul debuff. Alright, Grace increases healing done, and then Barrier you want. Alright, Empowered Healing and Divine Fury and Inspiration in the Holy spec. You can get Surge of Light, but you don't have to. I get Veiled Shadows over Surge of Light, but it's really up to preference. Alright, let's go into specking, or not specking, reforging. You want to reforge any piece of gear without Spirit to have Spirit, because Intel and Spirit are your main two stats. Like this belt I have, I reforged the haste to Spirit. Mastery is probably the best secondary stat besides Spirit, but you want to have your crit, haste, and mastery pretty much all around the same, because they're all good for you. Alright, the 4 set for tier 13. The very first one, when you have 2 pieces of gear, reduces the mana cost of all spells by 25%, all healing spells. After you Power Infusion or Divine Helm, that's pretty cool because it stacks with the Power Infusion mana cost reduction, so it's really a lot of mana, or you're saving a lot of mana. Your 4 set's pretty OP. Your Power Word Shield has a 10% chance to absorb 100% additional damage and increase the mana granted by Rapture by 100%. You're going to be getting way more mana back, which is now 14% instead of 7% of your mana back, which is a lot, and it's awesome. And Power Word Shield, it's going to help a lot, because if you have a lot of mastery, just double it, it's even better. Alright, so some cooldowns a Disciplined Priest can use is Power Infusion, like I already explained, Pain Suppression, Barrier for when you're stacked up, Inner Focus if you need a quick mana reduction, Divine Hymn if your whole raid's getting crapped on. I like to call it the oh shit button. Hymn of Hope for mana back to you and 3 of your best friends, and Shadow Fiend to get mana back and do a little bit of damage. Alright, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we're going to be having more videos on guides, anywhere from, like a Fury Warrior, or how to do, more Chalk Heroic or something. Alright.